Oh, good morning and welcome to another video of the Flying Foodies Layover. Today we have something a bit different for us today. The plane is actually broken. So we are here in Osaka for a another day, whole day free of absolutely nothing to do. And since I'm in Osaka, there's really one thing that I want to do today that I've been looking forward to doing for a long time. We are going to Universal Studios Japan, and we are going to hopefully check out Mario World. Now, unfortunately, one of the problems of doing things spur of the moment and last minute in this business is things that require pre-sale tickets are sometimes hard to get. So we've managed to get a basic entry ticket, but we might be out of luck with the Mario World because you need to get a special ticket for that. We're going to try anyway once we get to the studio, and we'll see what we can do. Hey, it's Future Adam breaking into the beginning of the video. Just to give a quick tip, I finally found all the information about the Mario World, getting there. And in order to get there, if you are planning to come to Universal Studios Japan and you want to go to Mario World, you need to download the Universal Studio Japanese app right away, and first thing in the morning, early in the morning, you have to get on the app and reserve your spot in Mario World. They're a timed ticket. It is free, but it's a time ticket. You need to reserve it right away as soon as you can. It's pretty straightforward to upload your day pass and go through the process to get your time reserved. But if you don't do it right away, then you're going to be screwed. I waited until about, by the time I found this out, it was already about 10:30, and the best ticket I could get was a 9:40 at night. Or 9:20 at night, and they closed at 10 o'clock. By the time I actually got in there, all the rides were all closed, so all I got was 10 minutes of walking around, which you will see in the later video. It is really cool. Stick around for the rest of the video to see the inside of Mario Land. Just not any of the impression of the rides, but it is pretty cool, so stay tuned and watch it. Alright, here we are outside of the entrance of Universal Studios Japan. It's a pretty busy day so far. I mean, it is Sunday in the summer, so I'm not too surprised about that. But it does look beautiful. I can already see a giant roller coaster that I'm going to have to go on. Probably going to have to wait a while for that, but it is going to be a blast anyways. And already I am just so excited. You can see Hogwarts out in the distance. Let's see if we can get a picture. Nope, you can't see it right now. Oh, nope, there it is. Let's move around a little bit. You can see Hogwarts out in the distance over there. So we're definitely going to have to go check out that place. So let's go on in and have a great day. So we made it inside. I've made it through our first line. It was kind of a big old line, kind of a idea of what's to come. But we're inside now, and so now we are just going to have a lot of fun. Just initial impression of Universal Studios Japan. I've been to a few of them, both LA and Hollywood, LA and Orlando. Initial difference is there's a lot more anime, which I fully approve of. So we're going to go check this out. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I'm really looking forward to it. So come along with me and we're going to go have a good time. Loving how anime focused it is here. I've already, just walking down the main street, I've already seen something there's one for Attack on Titan. There's a Detective Conan ride, Sailor Moon show, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, this is just amazing. I'm loving this. This is, so far, after only being here 5 minutes, I think this is my favorite Universal so far. I'll wait to give you my final verdict until we get through the whole day, but just so far, an initial impression, I'm loving it. So good news is we have ourselves a slot for the Mario World tonight. Only problem is it is at 9 o'clock this evening, an hour before closing time. So that's 11 hours to kill. But it's a good thing I'm in a theme park where killing 11 hours is going to be quite fun. And we're going to start that off by going on one of my favorite rides in all the parks, the Jurassic Park ride. I hope to get wet. I hope to see some dinosaurs. So let's go have some fun. Well, I wanted to get wet, and I got wet. It was well worth it. It's about 90 degrees outside, and yeah, that water felt really good. Probably not going to be wet for long, depending with how hot it is and with how much sun. So I'm sure it's going to be dry in no time. But yeah, well worth it. It was so much fun. I realize this ride is probably close to 30 years old, but it's still one of the best rides in Universal Studios. And with this dinosaur ride out of the way, we're going to go check out the new dinosaur ride where you're actually one of the new ones where you're flying around. And you can actually see it in the background right here. Yeah, we're going on that next. Wait was, even for a single person, it was about 70 minutes. Not too surprising. It's pretty busy today, but boy was that wait worth it. We did the Jurassic Park flying dinosaur ride you can see in the background. At least 3 upside down loops, some corkscrews, and the whirly screwdriver. You hang upside down as you're flying. It was exciting. It was so much fun. You could feel the G's pushing on your chest. Probably the best ride I've done in Universal in a long time. But we are heading to Harry Potter World now to go check out the sights there. All right, now that we're all done with Jurassic Park World, we are off to Harry Potter Land. We are coming up to Hogsmeade here in Universal Studios. It's one of my favorite additions to the park in the last few years. They've just done such a good job of making it really come alive, making you feel like you're in the world. And you can just see in the background, we're coming up into the Hogsmeade Gate. You can see Hogwarts in the background. We're gonna go check out some wands and go buy us a butterbeer. Alright, so first up is we got ourselves a frozen butterbeer. It's frozen because it's hot, and I really wanted a nice drink, so let's go ahead and give it a go. It smells it's like a Worthington Originals caramel hard candy you used to get from your grandma's house, when at least on the smell. Tastes like one too. So sweet. So delicious. You can see why they're so popular in Harry Potter Land. Nice foam on top is kind of butterscotchy. That's the butterscotch card candy you get. That's what the flavor is. It's like butterscotch. Like melted drinking butterscotch. And boy, it's so good. Alright, well, as a big Harry Potter fan, I really couldn't resist buying my own wand. I wouldn't have bought the Harry Potter wand. So we're going to go ahead and test it out, find some magic spells to go do, and see if we can make it work. I'm really excited. This is really cool. And try, I did. Over and over again, I followed the wand movement. I did what other kids were doing. But despite my efforts, I just couldn't get the magic to work. It's obvious why I never got my Hogwarts letter. I'm just Muggle through and through, I guess. But despite that encouraging, a lot of the kids managed to get it, but when the line started building up behind me, I just couldn't stand there, keep failing to do it. So I moved on and decided to go to Hogwarts anyways, to go ride the Hogwarts ride. Well, after a very long wait, I finally got off the Harry Potter ride. It was a good fun. I've done it at Universal Orlando, and it was essentially the same ride. But it's kind of fun just watching, seeing how they dub it into Japanese and with the different characters, with their different voices. So that was really fun. But overall, it was still a really great ride. I highly recommend. Well worth the wait. Alright, well, after a day, half day so far, we are finally stopping for some lunch. We're here at the Three Broomsticks. Even had to wait in line to get into here, but hopefully it's going to be good, so we'll see you inside. After a long morning, it is finally time for some lunch. We are here in the Three Broomsticks. After waiting a little bit, we finally got some food, and it does look good. Now, I know a lot of people poo-poo theme park food, but I actually really like it. I kind of feel it's part of the overall experience of theme parks, and this is a good example of why. Just come here, look at it. It is very on brand. We have corn on the cob, roasted chicken, one rib, a meat pie, some roasted vegetables, potato soup, and beer. The oolong tea is a little bit off-brand, but that's because it's so hot that I will take the oolong tea as a nice little refresher course. So let's go ahead and dig in and see how this compares to just other food. We will start with the rib because I like ribs. One of my favorite things. So we're gonna go for that one first. The rib is juicy, nicely cooked. See some of the juices in there. It's not too saucy like American ribs are, but there's enough sauce on there that you do get a good flavor. Get the good flavor of the pork, good tanginess of the barbecue sauce that they used. Well seasoned, nice little kick with the pepper. That's a good rib. I'm very happy with that. Next we have a roast chicken thigh. Skin on, just gleaming with juices. Nice, easy tear apart. That's a good piece of chicken. Nice and tender, nice and juicy. Finger looking good almost. The skin is crispy, delicious, well seasoned. And as you can see, it just falls off the bone. That is good. Now, the vegetables don't look that appetizing. They're just kind of bland carrots and some peppers. Yep, they're just kind of there. Probably could skip the vegetables if you could. I know I always like skipping vegetables when I can. Potatoes with onions. Looks like a little gratin. Not bad, could use some more salt. Now let's try this meat pie. This is a small little meat pie. I'm not really sure what's in it. I think it's beef, I imagine. That's good. Right off the top, the crust is flaky. It has a bit of a crunch to it. Inside, the meat is stuffed full with saucy meatness. That's a really good meat pie. I really like that. Kind of makes me wish I got the shepherd's pie, which I think was just a bigger version of this. Alright, let's try the soup. Soup, nice and thick. Good, creamy. Good. Not great, but good. I like it. Even on a hot day, soup is always a good call. And finally, the big centerpiece of the whole thing, very own corn on the cob. I love corn on the cob. It's one of my favorite things to eat in the summer. Grilled, boiled, roasted, it doesn't matter to me. It's all good. And this one is really good, full of flavor, good corny flavor. Don't even need any butter. It's sweet enough as it is. Don't need any salt. It is good. That's good. Good meal. I'm gonna really enjoy this. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and we'll talk to you after we're done. With lunch out of the way, we need to go get ourselves some dessert. And what a better place to go get dessert than Honeyduke's Chocolate and Candy Company. I'm gonna go get myself a chocolate frog and some of my favorite jelly beans. Since it's so warm out, we're going to go ahead and eat the chocolate frog first. We don't want that to melt in the box. So let's go ahead and crack it open and see what card we got. There's the wrapper. Put that in my pocket for now. Open. Oh, that is a big frog. Look how that's solid chocolate right there. I'm gonna pull that. Oh, we got a Godric Gryffindor. This is cool. Look at it. Even kind of moves. A little 3D effect going on. Godric Gryffindor. Medieval. Precise dates unknown. One of the 4 famous founders of Hogwarts. That is cool. That's a good card. I'm going to keep that as a little souvenir. Has a little blurb on the back all about Dr. Gryffindor. Alright, now the most important thing. Let's see what the chocolate tastes like. Yeah, that is one solid bar of chocolate. First thing's I got to get the mask off so I can eat it. Yeah, look at it. Solid chocolate. And it's good. It melts nicely in the mouth. Nice and sweet, good flavor. I like chocolate. And this is some of the better stuff I've had in a while. Definitely better than those hollow Easter bunnies you get. Well, I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm going to finish this chocolate, because if I don't finish it, it's going to be milk chocolate. And there's one thing I hate, is melted chocolate. So. Well, that's the end of Harry Potter Land here at Universal Studios Japan. Overall, if you've done the Hogsmeade in Universal Orlando, it's essentially the same thing. Still a lot of fun, still really well done. Definitely something cool to see. Next stop is going to be a land that I was actually quite surprised they had a whole special area for a movie that bombed as hard as it did. The fact that it's entirely an entire area dedicated to it just shocks me. And I think it'll shock you too once you see it. We are going to Waterworld. Kevin Costner's blockbuster summer French tentpole movie where he plays a man-fish. One of the biggest flops in cinema history, and I can't wait to see him. I loved Waterworld. Such cheesy camp. And the fact that there's a whole world dedicated to that movie, it's going to be great. Before we go to Waterworld, we're going to go to the father of all summer blockbuster movies, Land, which is one of the best classic rides at Universal Studios. I am talking, of course, about Jaws. Let's go see a shark. Oh, that was just as fun as I remember it being. Just as campy. I didn't understand anything the guide was saying, but she did a great job. So excited. And the shark just looked as plastic as ever, but I loved every minute of it. It was so much fun. Truly a classic ride here at Universal. I'm really glad to see that it's still up and running. All right, with that out of the way, now, next stop, Waterworld. And it looks like I got my hopes up too soon. Despite it being a big sign and really looking cool out there, it looks like this attraction is closed, which is a bit of a disappointment. I always did like the Waterworld stunt show, but oh well, on to the next thing. Next up on the docket is we are going on the Attack of Titan ride. This is one of the marquee rides here at the park. It's usually one of the most longest waits, so we waited almost the entire day to go to it. So let's go ahead and jump on. This is going to be fun. Alright, well, I just got off the ride and oh my god, it was great. First of all, word to the wise for all of us, my fellow plus sizers out there, it's a tight fit. Any bigger and I wouldn't be able to do this, so anybody's maybe on the plus side, they do have a test chair there to try on, but I kind of had to suck in my gut a little bit to make it on. It's definitely built for Japanese sized people. Also, the VR, you're right, you put on a pair of VR glasses over your face, and that was kind of disorienting, but once you got used to it, it was great. It made the ride just amazing, like you were actually in there. It was a whole lot of fun. If you're coming to Universal Studios here, this is a must ride if you don't mind a lot of twisty derbies, VR type rides. So come on out, and it was great, well worth it. Well, finally, after waiting all day, we're finally in Super Mario World. There's 40 minutes left till park close, so hopefully I get enough time to kind of go at least do one thing. Hopefully I could do the Koopa ride, the go-karts, and look around a bit. But yeah, I'm really excited. So glad to finally be in here. It's almost the entire reason I came. But we're finally here, so let's enjoy it. Super Mario World was kind of bust. I spent about 15 minutes there before calling it a day. It was a lot of aesthetically it looked really cool, but as you can see, just about everything here, you kind of need the Magic Band. The Magic Band I think costs another $30 with the, or maybe about $20 or so. But then the bad thing is, if you don't get your tickets, your spot reserved early enough in the day, you chance not even being able to get on the rides. I got there about 50 minutes before park closes, and all the rides were closed due to the wait time. So that was really disappointing. I pretty much just walked around and shopped, which, yeah, I mean, it looks really cool. So I cut a tip into the early part of the video, but I'll reiterate, if you do come to Universal Studios Japan, be sure to get the app and get your ticket reserved as early as possible, probably first thing in the morning before the park even opens. You want to get on there and get your ticket online. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Let's start heading out. It is almost 10 o'clock. I've been here over almost 12 hours and I am tired and sunburned. So let's head out. Well, I'm back at the hotel after a great day at Universal Studios. As you can see, I'm a bit red. I probably got a little bit of sun today. Probably going to be burned in the morning. When I get up, I can already feel my neck starting to burn. You can already see a bit of the sun redness back there. It's going to be all lobstery. But overall, it was a really great day. Not bad for a spur-of-the-moment type, you're broken, what are you going to do type day. So I wish I would have planned ahead, kind of knew more about getting to Mario, how to get into Mario Land and how that all worked. But, oh well, hopefully my experience can help you guys for when you want to come to Universal Studios Japan, so you can avoid the same mistakes I made and you can have a better time. But overall, my impressions of Universal Japan is that it's great. A lot of fun. Yeah, there's a lot of the same rides that you'll get at other Universal Studios, a lot of the same things. But then there's a lot of the different things that make it more of a Japanese park, like the Attack on Titan ride, which is a banger. Some of the shows. Yeah, overall, it was a great day. I'm really glad I did it, and I'm really looking forward to hearing you guys comment about your experiences in other foreign amusement parks. If you've ever been to Universal Studios Japan, let me know how you guys liked it. Comment down below. Go ahead and like the video. Turn on notifications for more great travel vlog videos. And subscribe to the channel. Till next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.